An ordinance amending the Land Development Code, Article 2, Section 20-2.3, definitions, and Article 3, Section 20-3.6, supplemental regulations, adding subsection W, solar requirements, and providing definitions relating to and criteria and regulations for solar collectors in the city of South Miami.
Move the item.
Second.
So I want to set the record straight. So last year, Delaney Reynolds emailed a bunch of mayors and asked who would consider this. And I think I was the only one. I guess Palmetto Bay's mayor also said he would, but he didn't. And so I told Delaney I would, but she was going to have to help me write the code. And she said, I don't know how to write code. And I said, well, you're going to learn. And so she and her dad came over, and I think we spent a couple Saturdays working on it, and we extracted the key elements from the San Francisco codes. They were all over the place, and we managed to consolidate them by looking in a lot of different documents. And then we passed it over to our planning director, Jane Tompkins, who took the outline and turned it into the code you see today. And then the city manager looked it over, and then Ms. Tompkins and I went back and forth many times. And then we gave it to our city attorney, who's been through it carefully and has also been looking to make it as defensible as possible. And so we may add additional whereas clauses and who knows what else between now and final reading to make it as easily defended as possible against the powers of evil. But here it is before you today, and I'm happy to discuss it and add any questions, consider any questions. Any questions? So one of the interesting things about this piece of code, which I think Commissioner Harris will like in particular, is that if somebody just says, no, I don't want those pesky solar panels on my house, they can contribute an equivalent amount to the city that will allow the city to put solar on our city structures, which is a big goal of Commissioner Harris. So that sort of, you were sort of the inspiration for that section of it. And if we manage to max out our city structures, we'll be able to use any surplus we get, if anybody's crazy enough to resist solar, to add solar to affordable housing. So the Solar Trust Fund, I think, is a particularly nice feature of this one, which San Francisco did not have. They didn't give people an opt-out, whereas we do. So that's all.
Well said. Let's vote.
Okay. So Commissioner Liebman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Harris?
Yes.
Commissioner Evans?
Yes.
Vice Mayor?
Yes, sir.
I vote yes. Congrats, Delaney. You just saw your first reading go through 5-0. And so this will go to Planning Board and come back for the Commission for second reading.